Christianity. Christianity is a monotheistic religion centered around the teachings of Jesus Christ. It believes in one God who created the universe and that Jesus, the Son of God, came to earth, died for humanity's sins, and rose from the dead, offering salvation to believers. The Bible, consisting of the Old and New Testaments, serves as its sacred text. Practices include worship, prayer, and following Jesus' teachings of love, forgiveness, and compassion. Hinduism. Hinduism is a diverse religion originating in ancient India. It encompasses a wide range of beliefs, rituals, and practices. It emphasizes concepts such as karma, the law of cause and effect, dharma, one's duty in life, and moksha, liberation from the cycle of reincarnation. Hinduism worships numerous gods and goddesses with major deities including Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Sacred texts include the Vedas, Upanishads, and Bhagavad Gita. Islam. Islam is a monotheistic religion founded by the Prophet Muhammad in the 7th century CE. Its central belief is in one God, Allah, and following the teachings of the Quran, Islam's holy book, and the Hadith, which are records of Muhammad's sayings and actions. And Muslims believe that Islam is the first and only religion of God since the Prophet Adam, and that Judaism and Christianity are previous versions of Islam that were distorted and renamed by humans. Buddhism. Buddhism is a spiritual tradition that focuses on understanding and alleviating suffering through mindfulness, meditation, and ethical living. It originated in ancient India and teaches the Four Noble Truths, the truth of suffering, its cause, its cessation, and the path to cessation, and the Eightfold Path as a guide to enlightenment and liberation from suffering. Judaism. Judaism is one of the oldest monotheistic religions originating in the ancient Near East. It centers around the covenant between God and the Jewish people, as revealed in the Torah, which includes the Hebrew Bible. Judaism emphasizes ethical living, ritual practices, and the pursuit of justice, with key beliefs including the oneness of God, the importance of community, and the concept of chosenness. Shinto. Shinto is the indigenous religion of Japan, focusing on the reverence of kami, spirits or deities found in nature, ancestors, and sacred places. It emphasizes rituals, purification, and harmony with the natural world, influencing Japanese culture, traditions, and ceremonies. Taoism. The Taoism is a philosophical and spiritual tradition originating in ancient China, centered around the concept of the Tao, meaning the way or the natural order of the universe. It advocates for simplicity, harmony with nature, and the cultivation of inner peace through practices like meditation, Tai Chi, and the study of Taoist texts such as the Tao Te Ching. Voodoo. The Voodoo is a religion practiced primarily in Haiti and parts of West Africa. It combines elements of African animism, indigenous Caribbean beliefs, and Catholicism. Voodoo emphasizes ancestor worship, reverence for spirits, loe, and rituals involving music, dance, and offerings to establish communication with the spirit world for healing, protection, and guidance. Sikhism. The Sikhism is a monotheistic religion founded in the 15th century in the Punjab region of South Asia by Guru Nanak and developed by subsequent Sikh gurus. It emphasizes the belief in one God, equality of all humans, community service, and the pursuit of selfless devotion and righteous living. Key practices include meditation on the divine name, Nam Simran, service, seva, and recitation of hymns from the Sikh scripture, Guru Granth Sahib. Spiritism. The Spiritism is a belief system that postulates the existence of spirits and the possibility of communication with them through mediums. It originated in the 19th century and emphasizes moral principles, reincarnation, and the idea of spiritual evolution. Spiritism gained popularity through the teachings of Allan Kardec and is practiced in various forms worldwide. Confucianism. The Confucianism is a philosophical and ethical system originating in ancient China attributed to the teachings of Confucius. It emphasizes moral values, social harmony, and the cultivation of virtues such as filial piety, righteousness, and propriety. Central to Confucian thought is the concept of Ren, often translated as benevolence or humaneness, which guides individuals in their relationships with others. Baha'i Faith. The Baha'i Faith is a monotheistic religion founded in the 19th century by Baha'u'llah in Persia. It emphasizes the unity of humanity, the oneness of God, and the essential harmony of all religions. The Baha'i Faith recognizes Baha'u'llah as the latest in a line of prophets including Abraham, Moses, Buddha, Jesus, and Muhammad. Jainism. Jainism is an ancient Indian religion emphasizing non-violence, truthfulness, and self-discipline. Founded by Lord Mahavira in the 6th century BCE, Jains believe in karma, reincarnation, and the liberation of the soul from the cycle of birth and death through spiritual purification and enlightenment. Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is one of the world's oldest monotheistic religions, originating in ancient Persia around 3,500 years ago. It was founded by the prophet Zoroaster and centers around the belief in one supreme deity, Ahura Mazda, and the struggle between good, represented by Ahura Mazda, and evil, represented by Angra Mainyu. Deism. Deism is the belief in a supreme being or creator who set the universe in motion but does not intervene in human affairs or reveal themselves through religious scriptures. Wicca. Wicca is a modern pagan religion centered around reverence for nature, worship of a goddess and god, and the practice of magic. It was founded in the mid-20th century and draws on ancient pagan traditions, folklore, and ceremonial magic. Atheism. Atheism is the absence of belief in gods or deities. It is the rejection of theism, the belief in the existence of gods. Atheists typically rely on reason, science, and evidence to understand the world rather than religious faith or supernatural explanations. Satanism. The Satanism is a diverse set of beliefs and practices centered around the symbol of Satan. While there are various forms of Satanism, they generally reject traditional religious norms and emphasize individualism, rationality, and personal empowerment. Some Satanists do not actually worship Satan as a deity, but rather use the symbol as a metaphor for rebellion against religious authority and societal norms. Polytheism. Polytheism is a belief system that worships multiple gods and goddesses, each typically associated with different aspects of life, nature, or human experience. Greek paganism. The Greek paganism was the ancient religion practiced by the Greeks before the spread of Christianity. It revolved around a pantheon of gods and goddesses, with Zeus as the chief deity, and included rituals, sacrifices, and festivals to honor them. It also emphasized the importance of mythology and storytelling in understanding the world and human existence. Egyptian paganism. The Egyptian paganism was the belief system practiced in ancient Egypt for over 3,000 years. It centered around polytheism, with gods and goddesses like Ra, Isis, and Osiris playing prominent roles. Egyptians emphasized the afterlife and believed in complex rituals, mummification, and the importance of preserving the body for the soul's journey to the next life. Norse Paganism. The Norse Paganism was the pre-Christian religion of the Scandinavian people, including the Vikings. It revolved around a pantheon of gods and goddesses such as Odin, Thor, and Freya, and included beliefs in an afterlife, mythical creatures like giants and dwarves, and epic tales of heroism and destiny.